Hello everyone. Let's design a system which copies data from one environment to another environment. So most of the cases we use a configuration package to export the data and upload to the another environment if need a selected table. For example, I have one demo called an environment called apps demo. Then I have something called another instance B27. Let's say I want to copy certain table data from B27 environment, the company called my company, to the this demo company, right? So let's see how we can design a system. So this is a prototype. It's not fully developed yet. I want to show you uh, the the basics which I have done. So initially I was doing for copying within the environment itself with the same company I want. Let's say this apps demo got two company. From one company I want to copy to another company. So I was using from company to company, and I can select which table I want to copy, and I can choose the fields which I want to copy to this company. Then there are additional parameters. So now what I did, I fine-tuned a little bit to copy from another environment itself. So I have one more setup which is called copy data setup. Then it specify which environment I want to copy and which company I want to copy from. So leave other parts, it's not done yet. So let's say this is the concept. Okay, so I want to copy from here. So what I can do, I can so now if I look at my customer masters, so I got C1 C2 which is coming from this. We can see here C1 C2, right? So let me create a one more which is called C3 customer code called C3 and test C3. Okay, so I created here, and now I will download it using this copy data environment. Okay, so it's good. We'll go to the debug mode. I will just run it for now. I want to show you on the technical part. So now it is been successfully run. I go customers now. So I can see here customer master. Okay, so instead of I do configuration package, select the fields, export to all this, I don't need to do that. I just say the environment which I want to copy, select the tables and fields, then I can quickly copy it to this environment. So it's for mostly the functional consultant who spend a lot of time to configure the configuration package, export and import it. So you can instead you can straight away use this tool to copy it. Okay, right. So in technically how it is working, basically there is an API which is exposed, which is getting called from this environment based on the configuration. So what is the key point? What data I send it? So I send this basic information. So to the another environment, I am saying which table I want and what are the fields I want. Okay. Then what is the page number? Because I don't want to download hundred thousands of record in a one time. We can do the paging and download. Okay. We can also do the filters. So later I come to that. So based on this information, what it's going to do, it will download the another environment. It consume the API and it will return this by individual fields wise. What is the data? So if you look at here, there are two things. One is 0, which is a timestamp from there, and -1, which is the record ID. Okay, so I'll use these two in another scenario. I'll explain this. Right. So now we have simple customer table copy. We can copy any tables which I need. For example, let's go to here. Payment terms. Okay, so I want to copy the data from payment terms. Let me find the table ID. Let's say 3. Okay, so I'm going to create so 20-day plan 20. Okay, right, 20. Right. So and this is the table ID 3. Then I look at here, there is no other table. I will create a new one which is table number 3. Okay. Then the fields it automatically copy here. I will remove maybe I'll just keep now only the description and others. Okay, delete this. Okay, okay, right. So this one I delete. The date calculation. Okay, for now I just delete it. Okay. Okay, date formula I have not worked, I believe. So anyway, just let's say two fields I want to copy, for example. Okay. So after I define here, I can copy from external environment. So before that, I will check here payment terms. So there is nothing called 20D. Oh, okay. So 20 days here. 20 days here. This is apps. Oh, right. So I should go here. Payment terms. Because it's also another. So payment terms. This is another environment. I will say. Okay, now I'll say XYZ. Okay. XYZ. Right. So I just created a one XYZ, something called XYZ. So here nothing is there, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to copy from external environment. So now it is been copied. So I go here, payment terms. Right. So XYZ is copied. So it's as easy as it's very easy to configure and copy it. Okay, so now this is straightforward case. So next we can do the, which I was telling, like what I can do with the timestamping. Let's say I want periodically download it, right? So what I can do, I can use timestamp to take latest modified, or since last synced I can download it automatically to this environment also, if in case for EDA purpose or something else. Okay. So that is doable. Okay, so there are other like a validation, whether we need to trigger it. All these are available. Okay, so what are the another tricky points? So what I'm having here, I'm downloading item master, but here I'm setting up the condition, which is only type as inventory I want it. So when I look at my item master in B2 BC27 environment, I have two items, whereas one item is a non-inventory, another one is an item. Okay, I can create another item. So let's create another one which is called item 3. Right. So this is the item 3, which is inventory item also. Okay. So then here let me look at the item master quickly. Items. So is there anything called item 3? So we have only item 1. Okay, so what I can do now, I will copy data from environment. Okay, so here let me see what is the request which is being sent. Okay, it's already processed here, it's never mind. Okay, so what is the result? Okay, I'll go back here, process. Okay, so I got a data array. So let me copy to the viewer, so easy for us to understand. Alright, so now we got only two items here, because it's the item 2 was filtered out. Okay, so it's only brought the two item. So that is straightforward. If, we can do that. What is the next thing? When I copy the related item master, which related item master, when I say it's unit of measure, so unit of measure is going to be a separate table itself, right? So this is another table itself. But here I cannot filter. I need to only copy the items which is item unit of measure, whereas the item is inventory alone. So that we cannot specify over here. So instead of that, so to overcome that, what I did, I add up another parent ID control. So here I will say which is the parent table for this. Then a number of keys I have to use. So basically this table got a two keys, item number and unit of measure, but I have to check only one key, the first value. That value I have to check it whether it exists in item master or not. If it is only in exist item master, my current company item master, then I will bring it. So the sequentially what I should do, I have to download item master first, then I will download the item unit of measure. So doing this way, I will only insert the data related to data which is the item master which is already exist in this company. If it does not exist, it will skip it, even though it will download the data, but it will not get inserted into the this company. Okay, let's put the debugger and show you how it works. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, copy from external environment, so which is being copied. So let's go inside. So now if I look at here, so data array, okay, copy this to visualize it. Item 1, item 2, okay, so this is not yet created. Item 3, unit of measure is not created. Okay, I have not put in here, so let me check it out. Okay, so I go unit of measure, then okay, yeah, right. So let's try again. So this one I will execute it first. Okay, so now what I do, I will do it again now. Copy from external environment. Okay, so I'm going to data 2. So now what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing 3 rows of record, right? So I'm seeing 3 rows of record, item 1, item 2, item 3. So even though item 2 comes, I should not get inserted, right? So what I do, let's go inside. So first record it goes, the first row is going to be this, which is item 1. So definitely the item master will exist. Yes, so check, it has a valid record. So since it's already inserted, it is just updating the record. Then I go second record. So now the second record, which is item 2, which is a non-inventory, which is not there. So now when I go back here, so it is checking. So basically if you see here, I'm doing some logic and try to get that record. So it should return the false. So now this should return a false. Yes, it jumps over here. It is not going, either it is not inserting or updating. It straight away comes out. So when you design, you can use this simple logic to find whether the header exists or not, and you can skip it. Okay, but the thing is, I'm checking in a sequential. So I will assume that when we have a header and line relations or a header and subtable, the key is always first few keys. I mean the order is the same as the item, the parent table key first, then subsequently the second table, right? So that's why I just take first few keys based on the configuration and compare against my parent table. Okay, right? So this way I can only insert these 2 records and avoid the others. Okay. So yes, so we can improvise it by implementing incremental data load or any other filters I want to apply or keys I want to set it up, which can be set up here and it can be processed. Okay, right. Hope it's helpful for mainly for a functional when they copy data from different places. And even for technical, some testing data you want from production to sandbox without duplicating entire data set, you can choose which tables or which records you want to copy to the sandbox. You can put the condition and download it back to the sandbox and do the testing, which simplifies your restoring the entire database process. Sometimes you may not have a space, so you don't need to restore the entire thing. You can just copy the selected tables. So right now I did for BC environment to environment, but which can be extended to your on-premises to BC or BC to local, vice versa. We can do it. Hope it's helpful. You can design it uh, the way which I explained. Maybe you can improvise it also. Right. Thanks for watching.